Okay, welcome back, guys. This is the Rented Podcast. I'm sitting here with Carl.
It's your boy.
Do you want to have a tag? Say it.
Sorry.
No, say it. Give us your tag. What's your tag? What's your tag? What's
My
your tag?
intro tag.
Yeah. What's your tag?
Well, I actually didn't think about it now.
Well, come
eh?
on, think of one right now, right here.
Something that's really cool.
Yes.
Time to play the game.
All right, so Carl has been branded with that. His is always time to play the game. Fantastic.
That's actually a pretty good one.
All right,
Trademark.
so I'll always ask you what fucking game, but anyways, moving on. Carl,
game
the
of
first-
life,
The
dude.
first thing we're discussing is work ethic, bro. What is work ethic to you?
Yes.
Tell me, what is
yes,
work
yes,
ethic to
yes,
you?
Yes. Work ethic is actually your personality to me.
Okay.
It describes your personality.
Okay.
How much do you care about life? Because work ethic isn't just your workspace and your work environment and your career.
Uh-huh.
It includes that, but it also includes an individual trying to achieve their life goals and how much you are willing to put in to achieve it.
All right. I guess it's like work ethic is how much you are willing to put in for what you want
Yes.
or what you claim you want.
Exactly.
All right. Interesting.
If you really, really want it, your work ethic will determine that factor.
Okay, so that's to say it's maybe not just your work ethic, but like maybe your willpower.
Precisely.
Oh, wait.
Precisely.
So I think your work ethic is almost directly related to your willpower, like what your work ethic is.
And I'm not saying it's easy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy. It's actually a very hard mindset to have at a very high level. Otherwise, everybody would have a fucking good work ethic
And a hella strong willpower.
and a hella strong willpower. And do we see a lot of that?
No, we don't. No.
We mostly see individuals on the opposite end of the spectrum.
No willpower, no like to live, no desire.
Otherwise, everybody would be fucking billionaires.
basically.
Basically, to
Well,
put it simple.
actually not, because if everyone was working really hard, you'd still only get a comparative amount that work harder than the rest.
Okay, yeah.
It'd just be
They will
harder.
always be the next
We'd have a
level.
shitload of millionaires, less
Yeah.
billionaires.
Yeah.
You see. So yeah, I guess that is true. I'm with you on that. I feel like work ethic is how much are you willing to do? How much are you willing to tell yourself to do? Because like you said, it goes past the workplace. It's not when someone else is telling you to do it. It's when you're someone else and you have to decide to want to do it on your own, and no one's telling you shit. And then that's your work
Exactly.
ethic. That's how much you're willing to put
Put your
into
faith
shit.
in your own hands and see what happens.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, Carl, that was a quick one. The next one. So, friends of friends and friends of partners. Do you need to like them?
See, that's a difficult one because
We're not speaking about our personal relationships.
No. General,
Yeah,
general
general.
speaking.
Do you need
A lot
to-
of the time, your relationship with your friend can suffer because you don't like your friend's friend.
Okay, I get that, but you
Not
might-
all the time, though.
But the thing is, you have to now kind of ask yourself what you don't like this other friend for.
Yeah.
You see. So, is it something they did to you, or is it just the type of person they are? If it's the type of person they are, you need to ask yourself, why is your friend chilling with that person?
Yeah.
That's what I think, right? I don't think it's so easy as to just like, oh, I don't like you. It's like, why don't I like you? Did you do something fucked up? Are you doing something fucked up that I know that maybe my brother don't know? You know, did you do something to me and not apologize or just be a dick about it? Or you're just an asshole in general? So, and it's also not just your friend's friend. It's like your partner's friends. Like, do you need to like them? And if you don't, how much does that impact your relationship with your friend?
Well, it depends how much you want to get to know that person. Because your bra might have a bra that you don't know.
Uh-huh.
And if you're not going to go the extra mile to find out who they are and what they do, and then you might know that you like them or not,
Ah, wait. Okay, good point. Very good point.
then
So
you can actually decide. But a lot of the times, you just like, okay, I don't know this bra.
surface level judgment.
Exactly. He's just a bra of my bra. I'm not going to get to know him really.
Ah, wait.
I
Okay.
scoped him from afar, and I don't really like his vibe.
Ah, wait. Kind of like me with you. Yeah.
How?
Literally today.
What happened today?
I don't want to talk about circumstance, but your bra that I said I don't like because of how he is. And no one must come at Carl and try to find out who this is.
Oh,
You
shit.
will not tell anyone. So, yeah, like that. You see,
Well-
I don't judge. And again, that's for a
Yeah.
different reason.
Yeah,
You know, That's
no.
for a different reason.
But now, a good point that you made literally 5 seconds ago is, why is my bra so with him?
yeah.
I am not I already identified a long time ago that I'm not gonna be brasso with this guy.
It's more like an acquaintance.
It's more like an acquaintance. Like we needed a 10th person for footy.
Jesus, now you're making it. Now you've made it very specific. Now they know it's footy. But anyways, I don't hate anyone there. I just said.
Oh shit, that's
that
my bad.
There's someone I don't
Actually,
like.
no, that's the cricket.
Oh, God, it's fucking late. Anyway, if any of those other 8 brassa, and it can't be fucking Rui, because Rui is
Maybe
my
it is.
bra.
Maybe it is Rui.
So any of the other guys, I really have nothing against anyone there. Carl just slipped up too much, and
But it's like what I was saying. It's like I'm saying. And like,
it's not that I don't like the person. It's just that part of them, like again, that surface level judgment. You make something very
Yeah.
good, like a very good point. Is like
Yeah.
you see them then and they're in that capacity, and you judge them then and they're so harshly, and then it's actually wrong because they are actually a good person, but you're not willing to open up to learning about that person because you
Yeah.
already judged them as cuck.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And look, to be honest, like this guy, he had a best friend in high school, right? And
You're now getting very specific. This person is going to know who you're talking about. I don't think you should go that specific. You're already going very specific. So let's just end it there, all right? Because all of us had best friends in high school, right? Right? Okay. So we're
no, man,
ta-
just let me finish the story.
All right.
It's too late anyway.
I mean, it's your bruh.
I'm not gonna say any names.
Okay, it's your bruh. Like
But-
you ain't gonna know who he is, but I'm sorry if Carl does make this obvious.
I'm not sorry.
All right, go on.
So, this brother had a best friend in high school, and his best friend would get picked on a lot, like bullied vibes.
Yeah.
You know, by
That's terrible, but go on.
Prasa and Guy. Like even Guy would
Jesus.
like bully him, and this brother would add on to that.
What?
Like he would literally continue the bullying from his side,
Oh, that's toxic.
but they would still be friends.
Oh no, okay. Sorry, I thought the story was gonna go another way. Like I'd be like, I was hoping he's gonna say like he defended him and all this and
No.
bro, backstabbed. Like what kind
No.
of that's so such your
Like for example,
I
right?
wanted you to tell me a story where I might actually turn around
No,
and say
let me-
I like him.
no,
Now I
no,
hate-
no,
now
no,
I,
listen,
like,
listen.
Really don't like him.
Yo, I'm probably very evil to be laughing at this, but this bra was asking a Guy out.
The other brother gets bullied.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was asking this Guy out. So
Yeah.
this Guy's sister messages him to like tell him basically to fuck off and stuff.
Jesus.
And like, you ugly shandies. And then she screenshots that messages and puts it as her BBM profile picture
Oh my god.
for like the whole fucking world. to
Was
see.
this a good kid?
And he wasn't a bad guy. He really wasn't a bad guy. And now you know with BBM, if you screenshot now, you see the profile
Yeah,
picture
yeah,
and the
yeah,
name,
yeah, of
so
course.
you see everything. So this bruh screenshots her profile picture and literally sends it to everybody.
And you ask me now, who's the bigger dick? Her for screenshotting it in the first place, or him taking it and sharing? Why the hell? Yeah, okay, no, I don't like him.
That
I don't.
was
I actually don't. I don't
mad.
want to associate with you. If you do know who you are, you're puss. Like, actually, that is such a sick thing.
If
to
I
do.
go deep enough on my phone, I could probably find that.
No need.
That
No need,
screenshot.
All right, so yeah, friends are friends. I guess you don't have to like them, but it shouldn't impact your friendship with your friend, right? You can bring it up with him like
Yeah.
I did with Carl, and now I've actually learned that I really don't like this guy. Like, he actually sounds like a really bad person. So I'm glad I brought it up with you. But yeah, let's move on, guys. Reading books and why
Oh,
so few
shit.
young people do it.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
going to expose Carl here. I've asked him for the last 3 years to read one fucking book. We've
Yo.
been working. We've like been together
Yo.
for a while, guys.
Now, you know, Louis, this actually goes back to our first topic: is
Work ethic.
work ethic
How
and
much do you want
willpower.
it? How much do you want it?
But that,
Like
it's-
Leroy, this is other guy in the office. I gave him a book. He's on his second book. He took it and absorbed it right away. Boom, he finished that book one time. I'm sure Carl hasn't even opened the book I gave him. Have you? Be honest. No, you haven't. You took it out. Is it in your bag? You just carry it around all the time. Yo, okay. Deep. All right, so Carl, you tell me, why don't you want to read?
Louis, it's not that I don't want to read, bruh. It's just I struggle to get myself there.
No, but that's one thing.
And you know, the thing is like
That's that willpower we literally just mentioned.
reading. It's a form of learning, right?
Practice. It's
Yeah,
a form of
it's
practice.
a form of practice that enhances your intelligence in a way.
Yes, it can, the power of reading, but the act of reading.
In terms of English, grammar.
There we go. What
vocabulary.
is the content, which is what you're reading about, which can make you smarter.
Yes.
But you will seem smarter just by being able to speak better.
Precisely.
That's the practice side of things. It's like when you read actual books, not posts.
Now, I know the advantages of reading.
But why are you not able to convince yourself?
Because I struggle to find, and this probably sounds fucking horrible,
Yeah, but it's okay.
but I struggle to find the entertainment value from it.
But
So
see-
when I get home, right, when I get home from work, I want to be entertained during my off time.
There we go. There we go. There it is. So then don't say you want it.
But I do want it.
No. Don't say that because you're lying to you and me. Because if you,
That's the problem.
How much do you want it? You don't want it more than you entertain yourself. Clearly.
You see, I know this issue with myself, and
No, but it's not an issue. Don't see it as an issue. I think it's about honesty. It's not an issue. The only issue is that you're lying. You say you want it, but you don't. Because if you did, you do it.
I would do it.
It's as simple as that. 1 + 1 is 2, bro.
Yeah.
So
It's not rocket science to just open a fucking book and read.
yeah, but the thing is, the value that it has to you, you don't see. You say, I see and
Yeah.
understand. You know, like you can see people with kids and be like, oh, I see and understand. But you don't know what it's like to have a child. You don't have one. You haven't read the book. You say, oh, I can see what it's like and how difficult it must be. But you don't know.
And I don't know why I'm in this state.
It's-
Because I read The Monk with the Ferrari.
The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
The
Yeah.
Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Great book, by the way, if you guys want to read it.
Great book. And I actually read that in a very quick time space.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And I love the values I learned from it. So I don't know what's stopping me from feeling that way again.
Maybe you just need to force yourself. Is that literally say you want it, and maybe you do. You just haven't been able to want it in a way that allows you to have it, if that makes sense. So why don't you say to yourself, every day I must read for 15 minutes. That's what Shimi and I do on our phones. There's a timer. He's got I think he's over like 200 days or something.
What?
Like that he's been reading 15 minutes every day, and it's a very little amount. However, it's
but that
every
adds
day,
up.
bro. It's crazy.
Imagine I did that.
Exactly. You'd have finished all these books, all of them. You've probably read more than I have.
That's actually very profound.
That's being smart about it. You don't have to
Yeah.
pick the book up and read.
Yeah, like read like 3-4 chapters.
No, just read 15. That's it's done. That's all I have to get through. And then you learn to find that routine, that enjoyment in the routine.
That's actually a very interesting way of looking at it.
So force yourself. Set an alarm every day to read for 15 minutes. That's it. I do it. I read 15 in the mornings. It's very little. And I realize like you put it on this big pedestal, like, oh, I have to read in the beginning, like that's how it felt, like, oh, I have to like sit down and be comfortable and read. No. Just stop what you're doing, put down your phone, sit exactly where you would sit with your phone, right? On the couch, on the floor, on your bed, or wherever, and just read the 15 minutes. And before you know it, you're into it. Then it's like 20 minutes. You're like, oh, now I kind of want to tell myself to stop. And then that entertainment thing comes in. Like, now I deserve this entertainment. Now I've read 50. Now I can, you see. So
and I know how much it would help me,
it would.
especially in my profession.
But everyone should read because
Basically
of
with
the
life.
vocabulary, the grammar.
Yeah.
Being able to articulate yourself is one of the best gifts you can like give yourself.
Communication.
Being able to explain yourself to someone, like how you feel,
Yeah.
you know, given instruction. If my vocabulary is shit, you can literally just take a second language English speaker, tell them to explain how to change a fuel pump on an airplane, and then tell a first language English speaker to do it. And that's basically what happens. You slowly get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And people think that, oh, I learned to speak English in high school, now it's done. You learned to run in high school. You think you're as fast as you are now than you were then? No, because you haven't been practicing, you haven't been running, you haven't been exercising, right? So it's the same with reading. If you don't practice, you'll get worse at it. You think the words that you used in high school you're using today. No, you could literally probably, for most people, look at your vocabulary in high school in terms of how many words you actually know and use every day, the frequency, and then do it today and slice away a whole big portion of it because people just don't use those words. And they like, I swear a lot. I say fuck a lot, right? However, my vocabulary isn't twak. I'll put a lot of slang in, but I read and it allows me to take a word that can combine 3 or 4 other words, right? Instead of
I see
dragging
what
a
you mean.
sentence along and like misinterpreting.
Yeah. It's like you're condensing your sentence, but the
Refinement.
information is all there.
Yes,
Everything is there. You don't have to add more
the complexity.
to get your message across.
Yeah, so it gets more complex and it's like,
Yeah.
it's more efficient. It's more efficient in translating what I'm trying to say, right? I actually felt a raindrop through here. Interesting. All right.
Because a lot of people would, and I feel like people actually say this when they actually don't know what they're talking about. But when people are, you know, trying to get the information across to you, and they start saying at the end of the sentence, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
It's almost like they don't know what they're saying.
Exactly, and it's all these link words, these space words. So yeah, guys, we have to quickly pause because Carl has to go on a call, and then we'll
Sorry,
be back.
guys.
All right, I think we are still going. Yes.
Is this thing still
Fantastic.
on?
Is this thing still on? All right, so we're at 15 minutes. Fantastic. So Carl, we were discussing. Do you remember? Reading, yes, reading. Young people, why they don't want to do it and why it should, be more important because it improves your vocabulary, basically, guys. So if you haven't picked up a book, pick one up. Don't be so fucking lazy. Get a little bit of work ethic, I think, But then again,
to be honest with you, Louis, and to be honest with myself,
get something you enjoy reading, I think.
No, I am first going to finish As a Man Thinketh, that I still have of yours.
Yeah, Leroy finished that, by the way. He finished it.
Then I'm going to move on to
The Subtle Art.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
There we go. This is very basic books, but good lessons to read, not just be told and forced to fucking learn.
But I think with me, I'll be able to identify actually how much this is helping me.
All right.
Not through the message of the book, but my own language.
Away. That's very good. That's
And grammar.
very, very good. You should get some. I can give you Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, and if you can understand that English and the way that's written,
It does sound pretty hectic.
Bro, it's some high level English, like a paragraph sentence.
And the Shantaram.
Shantaram is just very long, very, very long book, but great. Absolutely, highly recommended. Great journey.
That's like the level I want to get to.
Yeah, that's I think that's 700 pages or some shit like that.
But that's like, yo.
Oh, that's a really good story. Really good story. Rui struggled to get through that, and I read it I couldn't stop. But yeah, no, that's a great book as well. All right, guys. Now, quickly, just to move on. Relationships at work. Carl, I'm sure you have lots to say about this.
In which sphere, though?
Well, personal relationships. Because, you and I have a relationship.
Yes, prior to working together, yes.
Precisely. And then you get relationships that start at work with people you work with.
Yeah.
And then you get relationships that you bring into work.
Yeah.
So there's various relationships. So you can develop a friendship, you can develop a love friendship. We know of a few other relationships you can develop from our previous colleagues, previous workplace.
Shit.
So there's lots of very dynamic relationships that can.
Yeah, and that kind of was very bad for the workplace.
Yeah, that was not so good. So yeah, Carl, tell me about. Let's start off with friendships at work. Let's start light. Friendships at work.
Obviously, developing friendships with your colleagues, that's a given. If you're with them every day,
You'd call those your acquaintances.
your acquaintance, your colleagues.
Like you and
yeah.
I. We're friends.
Yeah, we're not acquaintances.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
so I'm
yeah.
talking about friends, like someone you'd go and
Yeah.
chill with outside of work.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. It's a very, how can I put it, Louis? It's a very unique situation. Because does it happen often?
I think more often than people think. Look at my partner, the person, his version of you, basically, and then the third guy, the designer.
But
See,
they weren't friends before the business.
they were before that business. They met each other in another business.
Yeah, they acquainted themselves at another business.
And then they came together. Now they're friends.
And then they came together. But you and I,
We're at another business, SAE, came together.
well, we were studying together.
Precisely, we were acquaintances. We didn't chill outside of SAE. Apart from our little naughty breaks here and there. But let's not get into those.
Guys, don't get it
It was still
twisted.
during school hours.
Don't get it twisted.
It was still during... Yeah. No, not that kind of...
Yeah.
It was illegal breaks. Let's make that...
Oh my God.
At the time.
Yeah.
However, let's get back into this, Carl. We were friends, acquaintances in school. We came, we worked together. Now we're friends. you
Yeah.
see. So...
Yeah.
Same thing.
Friends and colleagues.
So it's about friendships at work.
I think it's a very sensitive situation, and it either can work or it cannot work. It all depends. There's a lot of factors, it's personality traits. it's egos, it's
What people want.
what people want. Your work ethic again comes into it. Your willpower.
But it's like, what do you want? And again, I think I'll go back to my partner and his version of you, right? They both want the same thing,
Yes,
right? So
exactly.
I think if you want,
that is super important.
I think if you want the same thing, a friendship will develop in the workplace that can go across the workplace. It can come from outside the workplace into a workplace together, because you and I wanted the same thing, which brought us to work together. If I wanted to be on the commercials, you and I wouldn't be Brasileias. We wouldn't be working together. You'd be working at Go Binge, and I would be working on sets and all that bullshit if I didn't come and work with you. Do you get it?
Precisely.
So it's like that choice, but it was because what we wanted.
No, there
aligned.
was definitely a common goal from the start,
Yeah, so I think,
and we were willing to do whatever it takes.
and see,
to
that's what I
get there.
think. If the friendship will last, if the friendship can exist without the workplace, then, and not to say that the environment needs to be perfect,
Mhm.
right? Because you live poos far. I'm not going to drive to you to chill, like just like that. And
Yeah.
you need to spend time with each other to essentially become friends. Now, I think it's if the personalities mix well enough,
Yeah.
right? And they would be friends if they were in the right circumstance, then they can work together. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's circumstance.
It is very circumstance.
But
to do with
it's
your
circumstance and person, because your
Yeah.
personalities might mix, but you're across the fucking world.
Yeah.
You'll never meet each other, right? Then you might not mix, and you'll be in the same workplace. You could never be friends, no matter where you are.
Then you're
inside or
just
outside.
acquaintances.
Then you just, yeah, exactly. Then you're a work acquaintance, but your compatibility as friends, and it's a compatibility of one another. Do you see? That's what I'm getting. Maybe I'm getting at is like, if you can withstand one another, then you can be friends, essentially.
Do you think, I have a question for you. Do you think for business to thrive, do you think it's better for the people in the workplace to have personal relationships with one another
Yes,
or not?
I do. I do in terms of scale, right? If I'm working in Amazon, okay, and I'm sitting in a room with 100 other people calling people, then it really doesn't matter. But then
Yeah.
you get the 5 managers that run those 100 people. They should be friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Do you see?
100% agree
it's
with
like
you.
the circles, and then the 5 guys around my desk, out of all those hundreds, we should be friends. Do you see? You should be able to be friends. That's
In
teamwork.
your circle.
I think you should have personal relationships, or you should be able to develop personal relationships with the people you work with. It doesn't mean that you have to or you're going to, but that compatibility. There needs to be a level of compatibility, and I'll speak about someone that recently left us who wasn't compatible. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I mean. Is like, where in the world are we ever going to be in the same circles outside of work? And I'm talking
Never.
circumstance, even if we're in the same city, in the same whatever, in the same square kilometer, we're not going to go to the same place. We're not going to do the same thing. So I think that compatibility.
But he
is
was a
very
good guy.
important. He was a good guy. We don't have to get specific about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's the compatibility of people in the workplace. There has to be enough compatibility for friendship to exist, because again, it's that willingness to withstand someone. Like, you are willing to withstand the shit I do. I'm willing to withstand the shit you do. That's a compatibility.
Precisely.
Right? We are blessed to be in the same circumstance where friendship can develop because we work together.
And through that, we can achieve the goals.
Exactly. You work better with people you like. That is
Yes,
a fact.
that's
That
a
is
fact.
You will work better with people you like.
That is a fact.
So the machine works better with people you know, like, in and out of work. If I don't like you outside of work, right, I'm not going to work now with you.
Mhm.
And not to say that I
Which we
won't work
went
well.
through.
Yeah, but it's
Not you and I, but we went through that with maybe another colleague.
Yes, exactly. So I think you work better. That's all. I honestly think it can be better. It is definitely better to know people you work with. And that's what Faf had actually said, is about hiring. We want to get a graphic designer. And you can go search. We searched. And you remember that one that came at us? Wasn't really like what we wanted. But then you find someone you know, and it works out a lot fucking better, right? Because you actually know
Know
one
the
another.
person.
Yes. So I think, yes, I say it is better to have, like, the fact that you and I are friends. Imagine we weren't. Imagine we didn't like each other. Do you think this company would still be going the way it is? Doing anything?
Probably not.
Right? So I think, yes, I think it is important to have, I think it is important to befriend the people you work with, or to bring in, be blessed, lucky enough.
Yeah.
If you are lucky enough to work with people you know.
I
and
feel
like.
you can take the communication a step further with that person then.
as well, if you are able to work together, like you and I, if we're able to work together, you know, when we sit and talk and chill, there's a lot more that we can talk about.
Exactly.
You see, and that's what I mean. Is like when you now meet someone out there that does what you do, and they're looking for a job, you're like, "Fuck, come work with me because I like you outside of work, and then we work together." What the hell, you know? Bring it in, bro. So yes, because it's just fluid. If you like each other, right, you can work better together. If you understand one another, better still. So, and it's really just, there's a 0 point where no one cares fuck all and they're all just there to get their money and go home. Like in the 100 cubicle sense, I don't speak to anybody, nobody speaks to anybody, then it's at 0. Then you can be negative where everyone hates one another and there's a foul mood and I don't like you and I don't chill with you, I don't know you. So I work worse. But when I like you and I see you doing work and you talk to me about work and we like each other and we talk about work and then there's something on my mind, I can talk to you about it, you can talk to me, it makes working a lot fucking better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more seamless.
A lot more seamless. And it's, again, I think that positive mood just brings in.
Now, I have a question for you. Is that just a friendship relationship that you're talking about that works for you? Or will you be able to have the same feelings on a more deeper relationship?
Like a romantic relationship.
For example.
Yes, I think because for there to be a real romantic relationship, we have to be friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could say like a teenage relationship now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because
Oh,
are they
yeah.
really friends? Like,
No.
you see, like if
Not at that stage.
yeah, if
No
you're
matter
not-
how much you guys want to tell yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. No matter how much you guys love what. I think if you are friends, like, yes, because a romantic relationship is taking a friendship to the next level, right? Bless, if you were a hot ass chick, I probably would have wifed your ass up. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm flattered.
And I'm not insinuating shit. But you get what I mean. Like you have to be friends, right? So I think yes, it's okay if you are actually friends. Like, and I think it's the depth of the relationship, and that's determined by, you know, how long you've been together, what you've gone through, what you've fucking made it out of, especially because you can have a happy relationship for 6 months. Again, I'll refer to our bra, who has unfortunately left us now, who we knew. Anyways, how there was not that friendship, right? And it didn't end up being a happy partnership. You see?
Yeah.
And as much as you claim or want it, to say, we like each other, what, but are you really friends?
But then I have to question you on that. Even if this bra was our friend,
No, I'm saying with his partner. I'm saying that with your partner, if you claim to love each other, right, but you're not actually friends.
Yeah.
In the sense that like you and I are friends, like we might fight, we'll come back, and we'll get over shit we work over. I think it's to really be friends, you have to go low and come out of it.
Yes.
Because like there can be hard times, and if your
Exactly.
acquaintance dips, like they're not gonna be there for you. Right? That's the thing, is how low are you willing to go for that person? That will determine the strength of the friendship. Right? Is how much, like, because there will always be fights, there will always be disagreements, there will always be shit. But it's the power to overlook things, and that's what I mean.
Yes.
It's like that withstanding one another.
Yes.
If you can go to hell and come back, you should probably be working together. Because
Precisely.
you're always going to go to hell in life.
And-
There always going to be fights.
and that stresses the compatibility element.
No, it strengthens it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
oh,
emphasizes that
yeah, I thought you
compatibility.
said stresses.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Sorry.
stress like makes it like
More
oh, like,
important.
Yeah,
The
that-
compatibility factor.
Exactly. Is that like how much are you willing to put up with this person?
Yes,
It's
to
like,
get the job
because
done.
you're always going to fight. There's always going to be arguments. You're always going to have trouble. You're always going to have issues.
Yeah.
Right? In life. So friendships come from
Yeah.
like, although we fucked up, I like you enough to make it work. Right? I still want you in my life. I still think you're my friend. Although you did something cock, wada. That friendship will come from us coming back. That's the strength of friendship.
Exactly.
Because
But as long as that person is also pulling their weight in the professional sense.
Now, if you have to bring it into work,
Yeah.
right? And I think this is intelligence. It's like a person's ability to separate and say, like, okay, if you have to now work together with a romantic partner, right? It's intelligence. It's intelligence. And I think it's ability to distinguish the job from the relationship.
Yeah.
The
there we go.
relationship makes the job better. The job will put pressure on the relationship because it's its own responsibility. Jobs
Precisely.
put pressure on anybody's relationship, on yours, mine, or it just puts pressure on you. It puts pressure on me.
Yeah, as an individual. Yeah.
Now you got two people working at the same place with the same pressure. They go home, there's no one else feeling any different kind of pressure. Like if shit's going bad at work for everybody, it's going bad at home for everybody as well. Because you come home, you're sad. Fucking that person comes home with you, they're also sad because shit's going bad at work, right? But if you worked at different places, you come back, there's a chance that they didn't have a bad day and they can, talk you out of it, be happy about it. And I think, again, though, if you're able to distinguish it, you have a better relationship. Like if you, and you're talking about better and worse, you're not right and wrong or like bad. And like, so I'm saying.
Yeah. But I feel like with a normal friendship, it's a lot easier to get through that. But when you take it up a level, the emotional factor increases so much that I feel it's a lot harder to come back to reality after going through a little bit of a tough
time.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
because of
naturally.
the emotions attached to that relationship. Like, for example, you and I are friends. We're brasa.
Yeah.
But
it's the importance. Because
Yeah.
the emotions you say come from the importance of that relationship.
Yeah.
Like, it's not to say that ours is less important than anyone else's. It's just the importance the relationship has as opposed to the scenario is greater. Do you see? So like, and that's to say if shit goes wrong here, I'm not going to be your friend.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But
Yeah.
with a romantic relationship, if we're no longer romantically seeing each other, can we still be friends? That's why you say like without that extra layer, because of course you can't say that it doesn't exist. And
Well,
it doesn't,
that's another element to what
That's-
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
exactly. That's the next, like that's that other level that you're talking about.
Exactly.
And I think yes, of course, because again, it's the importance. Like you have your friendship with this person.
Because ideally, you and I won't have the same tiffs and disagreements that you would have with your partner. There's a different degree.
it's another level of compatibility.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between me and you having a tough situation as friends, as brasa, than me and my girlfriend or me and my wife.
You see, yes, you're right. You're right.
Because as much as we want to say it, yes, me and my wife are friends as well. We just took it up a level. But the disagreements and the arguments and the emotion put into those is a lot higher than me and you as friends.
You see, so this is that distinguishing thing, is that taking work to work and leaving work at work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's like I work at home. So it's not to say that I'll fucking literally leave my laptop here, but distinguishing the two. And it comes with intelligence and also knowing one another, understanding one another. And I think I have to give an example of Faf and his partner, TK. They work together. They've been working together. Been. And I'll tell you, that relationship is something to look up to. Honest to God.
No,
It really is.
precisely.
The fact that, and think about this, like if you could work with your partner, how much better could your life be? Think about that, if you could. And I think it's just better if it works out. The risk is higher. Of course it's higher. But again, it depends on the compatibility. And that will come from, if shit went south, are you going to pull that relationship up back to where it was? Are you willing to do that? So I think, like, again, if you go through some real deep shit and you both can pull it out, then people can sit back and say, oh, fuck, they are good together. They are willing to try it together. Because like I said, you can have a seemingly good relationship. Then when shit actually hits the fan, it's like, nah, I don't care. Then you'll have fucking issues. Because then it's not just a romantic relationship. Then it's like, okay, you don't care about the romantic relationship because it's not that important to you, because you're not willing to work through the cuck. So how much does a friendship mean? Now you're betraying me on a romantic level and on a friendship level. And you can't really betray someone. And the thing is, you can't really betray someone like that on a friendship level. You can tell, like, you losing me as a friend is not as important as you losing your partner. Do you get it? That's why I said importance. Like, if I don't want to be your friend, there's fuck all you can do about it. Right? So there's less you can do about it than your partner. Your partner is like, profess their love, profess whatever.
Yeah, the emotional
I'm not yet telling you,
connection
I
is-
love you as my friend every day.
Yeah,
Like if we grow apart, we grow
exactly.
apart. It's a different sort of unspoken.
It's a
unspoken
different
agreement.
emotion.
Yeah. But yes, it is. It's a deeper level. But I think even as friends, again, I'll go back to the compatibility and that ability to come out of shit. Like if you look at a relationship that's just good and dandy, and you say, oh, they'll work great together.
Yeah.
Let a little bit of shit hit the fan. Then you see, oh no, fuck this person.
Because I want to run like a case study.
Run it.
Guys, it's case study time.
Let's go.
You're in a big corporation,
Yeah.
right? And you have a floor of 50 workers, right? And for example, they could either meet each other in the business or they were friends before, but they're just friends. And it's actually like a good thing. You know, you as a business owner, you have people on the floor that's friends and they're actually working well together. Now, two of those people get into a romantic relationship together,
Yeah.
right? They date for a few months, all going good. You know, 6 months, 8 months down the line, all good. Oh, but then suddenly something bad happens in the relationship.
Yeah.
For example, maybe the bra was a bastard and he slept with another girl.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Now, those two individuals come back into the workplace after that tiff.
Exactly.
That would not have happened if they didn't go into a romantic relationship. Because if they were still friends, then they could fuck whoever the fuck they wanted to fuck. And they would still be friends coming back into the office.
Yeah.
But now, because they went into that romantic relationship, which applies now, oh, I can't.
Nah, I call bullshit. It's distinguishing. Let me give you an example. They're friends. The bra went to go fuck her sister.
Yeah.
Broke her heart. Destroyed it. You think they're going to come back and... No, because that bitch is still going to bring the stuff into work.
Yes.
It don't matter
Yes.
whether it's romantic or friendship. It's your ability to remove what happens out there with what happens in here.
But I'm saying, will that two people be able to do that? Because I feel they will bring it into the workplace.
No, but that's intelligence.
as human nature.
But that's intelligence. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say this whole thing works with intelligence. It works with intelligence. Yes, you're saying human nature. And I'm saying to you, that's why they're one of the 100 and not one of the 5. Do you get it? So let your
I get it,
intelligence
yeah.
keep you there because you can't distinguish.
But that will still disrupt workflow and the work environment.
Sure. It would if it went that way.
Two work individuals going into a romantic relationship together compared to two individuals who are just friends will not have the same level of problems with one another.
The value of what happens outside won't be as much. That's the
Precisely.
thing. Like,
Like for example, Louis, I'm going to take you and I, for example. I can go, and I'm just using sex as a metaphor, as an example. But I can go fuck wherever the hell I can go fuck. It's not going to happen.
Because they're not related to me.
Yeah,
No, but
you're not going to have a problem
No,
with
but
it.
you have to you have to give an example where the importance of what you could do out there.
But if you and I were dating, for example.
But exactly. So find something that you're using the same circumstance of someone fucking someone else.
Yeah.
Right? For two different relationships. It doesn't work because of the level of importance. You need to say, because this is a discussion of whether a person can control what happens outside, right? And how much they bring it in. I don't give a shit who you fuck.
Yes.
But if you're my partner, I care. So
Yes.
why is that? No. It should be more like if you, Jesus, I hate to use this example, fuck your mother. Like if I had to go and fuck your mom.
Yeah.
Now you tell me that you're going to come in here. Now there's a level of importance. I'm just using the word,
Yes.
I'm just using sex, right? Because
Yeah,
Then it's a-
guys, this is just our
hypothetical.
term of degree.
But the point is that the level of importance that has to you as a friend will then be equivalent it would to a partner. Now you telling me you're not going to bring that into work? And that's why I go back to risk. The likelihood of me
Yes.
bagging your mom is a lot lower than my partner fucking someone else.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
So that is what it is. And it's like,
It's the risk.
It's the risk.
It's the risk.
the risk is a little higher when it's your
Yes,
partner, right?
exactly.
Because it's easier for a lot of value to be experienced outside that you want to bring in. You want to bring it.
Precisely.
Right?
I don't think you could have said
And you
it
say
better.
you say it inherently because it's just like I'm going to anyways.
Yeah.
Although I might not want to, I'm going to anyways kind of
because of the emotion attached to
the
it.
importance. It's the value. It's the value. It's the value. It's the value. You're right. 100% right. So then how easy is it to come out of things?
That's the thing.
That's why I say.
For friends, I believe it's a lot easier.
No, but you must look at track records as well. Because, like I said, two friends might never have gone through anything hard together. And then when something goes wrong at work, now they're no longer friends. Now they hate each other because
Yeah.
we're friends, but I banged your sister. Now you don't want to be my bra anymore. You see, now all of a sudden the compatibility comes to light. But if you meet these two people, they don't even really have to like each other, right? But if they still maintain a healthy relationship, okay, through the shit, it's about the worst. Is a person gonna run when shit hits the fan? Then are they your friend or not? How important are they? Like if shit hits the fan here with this company and this business, right, and everything goes to shit, are you still gonna be my bruh? That's what I'm talking about. If we survive that, then on the other side, ain't nobody gonna tell me shit about working with you. Do you see? The same with the relationship. If you're having sunshine, honeymoon phase for 6 months and everyone claims that your relationship is perfect, you guys are compatible as fuck, then one thing goes wrong. Tiny, beep, boop, small. Then all of a sudden shit hits the fan. You want to tell me that relationship is better than the relationship where the people fight but make through it?
No.
You see? It's literally that willpower to make it
And that's
work.
the risk.
That's the risk. It's like, so you have to, okay, this is actually good. Like, people that could work together, I think, are people that I would be able to see would work through shit together.
Yes.
Like, if I can scope away you two having a personal relationship, but I can see, like, if shit hit the fan, you guys aren't gonna make it, right? Like, you're not gonna,
And you know that like shit will hit the fan. It's not like we're gonna be.
But irrespective of the shit hitting the fan moment, right? Because like I said, you always get fights, you always get shit. There will always be cuck.
It will always be cuck. Yeah.
But if I can't see that you two are gonna make it through whatever cuck I can't predict, then I would advise against it.
Yeah.
But if I can see there's gonna be shit, there's always going to be fights. You are going to fight with your partner in the future, Carl. I'm going to fight with mine, right? However, if I can see you're gonna make it through that fight,
yes.
based maybe you've done some mad shit and you fucked up and you already made it through, so it's like, honestly, how much worse can it get? Then I'll be like, nah, fucking work together, because if shit went wrong here, I'd rather have you two who are willing to make it work than two people who I don't know are going to make it
Yes.
work. Do you get it? So it's like that. And I think it's literally that. Is like,
Then it comes down to
how deep is the
Then it comes down to the business taking that risk or not.
It depends on the impact on the business. And again, it's
Yeah.
like, if the people are fucking smart enough, God forbid that they're dumb, right? The impact it would have on the business comes from the person's ability to distinguish.
But then, Louis, I need to counter your intelligence factor,
Yeah.
because human emotion will.
But that's intelligence.
Will no, it's not.
How do you mean?
Because human emotion, pushed to a certain degree, will overcome and will overtake and consume one's intelligence. You might be push smart or push intelligent, but if something or a certain circumstance happens and emotion takes over,
Of course.
that intelligence
but
goes out the window.
Of course. You can't claim that people are not going to be impacted by their emotions, 100%. Sure. But that's when shit hits the fan. That's now
Yes.
predicting the worst and the worst.
Yes.
That's going to happen to anyone, no matter how smart you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So then it's like, and no matter what your friendship, relationship, partnership, romantic relationship, whatever that is, when shit hits that fan, and ain't nobody give a fuck what you are. It's going to go wrong.
Exactly.
It's going to go wrong. Like if shit had to hit, like our fan, I don't care that I'm your bruh. Like if I banged your mom and you hated me, that's our fan, you know? Then yes. You're not gonna have the intelligence to come up walking here
Yeah,
and be
exactly.
like, "What's up, Louis?"
Oh yeah, Louis, it's fine. I'm smart enough to
Yeah,
look after
yeah,
past
exactly,
you
exactly.
banging my mom. So yeah, what's on the agenda today?
Yeah. No, so exactly.
Yeah.
There will always be that challenge, I guess, to try and
Look, I think
control.
some people are able to handle the emotions better than others.
Oh fuck! Of course, that's the point. Is EQ, emotional quotient.
Yes.
It's like how fucking emotionally smart are you?
Exactly.
And how self-aware are you? And that's that distinguishing thing. Is like, can you say to yourself, "This is work. This is not work," right? And even if you had to work with your bra, if we had to fight outside work, when I come in here, I expect you to do your best
Yeah.
at the job, right? To say like, "Fuck, I really don't like you right now." This is the thing, Carl. It's like, I might not like you right now. Right, but if I know that you and I are gonna make through it, we're gonna come out better. The company's gonna be better. We're gonna work better.
Then we stick to it.
Exactly. But if I can see when we fight that you're gonna want to run and chip and quit and whatever, I ain't finna start working with you at all, because you don't have that compatibility. You see,
Or
So
the grit.
Yes, I think you must, bro. I go back to the willpower, right? You go back to the willpower, and honestly, this whole conversation has actually been a shadow conversation about another thing, right? And I still say that if
I've actually enjoyed it though.
I actually did. Me too. Yeah, me too. And I think it's, made a lot of things clear, but I still stand on the side that if you can maintain, because shit's always going to come, if you can see that a person is willing to work through it, right, give them the chance.
Give them the chance.
But if they
I agree.
if they had to fight over the toilet paper being done and now they like, nah,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
I'm done with you. Then it's like, honest to God, if something happened at work and something went wrong and y'all want to be like that here, I ain't finna fuck with y'all at work.
Yeah.
You see, so it's
exactly.
like that is like, if you can make it through shit, dude, that's the thing. We are going through shit. We're all going through shit. You and me with work, we're going through shit. In personal relationships, we're going through shit. But we can still work.
But we
you
still
know?
work, yeah.
And we're like, we'll dip, but come back. It's the comeback. It's the comeback. It's the comeback. It's the comeback. And I think the comeback represents the strength of a relationship more than the highs.
Like right now, we're trying to come back.
Yes.
We are literally trying to come back.
Literally.
And this is where our willpower is tested.
Literally. Exactly. We're here. We're fighting again. We're pushing. And it's the same for the personal relationships. If you're willing to, like in my past relationship, you know what I mean? Gave up, right? Then you now ask, how important really was it? Like, how much are you willing to put into it? In your past relationships, right? When y'all separated, whoever, wherever, if you like the person enough and you were able to work through it, then it recycles into another.
Something new.
Yes, and it makes it stronger, better.
Yeah, because you were able to make it through a hard
Yeah,
patch.
because it was that important to you.
Yeah.
So then all the other small cuckies that comes along, it's like, nah, that's chilled. Nah, that's chilled. Nah, that's chilled. That's chilled. That's chilled. Then you think, like, and that's that testing and, that testing of a friendship. So, like, you and I have been through our tests and we've gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Like, we've pissed each other off. We get through it. Now we don't piss each other off as much. And ideally, you'd want people that have pissed each other off to the fucking
To
max.
the max. But they still together.
Made it back together. And then you're like, oh, wait, now that's solid. You see, then when shit really comes,
You know they can handle it.
Exactly.
And it won't disrupt things.
Yeah, and that again, it comes with the intelligence, man, and with what you want. Like, do you want to succeed? Is work important to you, right? Because then you will be able to distinguish it. You will be able to say, all right, put this aside, put that aside. There's a job to be done. I want the job done. Not work wants it done. I want the job done. So I'm willing to put that to the side, irrespective, and achieve what needs to be achieved. Tasks. You spoke about tasks earlier. Still able to do the tasks. That's that willpower, work ethic, all of that. If you can still do that through shit, then you're good. Then I think you're good. Then that's strength. And if you put it into a relationship, it just makes it stronger. Stronger and stronger and stronger. So my advice to all of you out there, fight with your friends. Tell them something shit today. Tell them something you been wanted to tell them and see how they handle it.
Yeah.
If they say, fuck you, I don't want to be your bra anymore, then you're like, okay.
They were
I
never
guess-
your bra.
Exactly. See how deep in the shit you can go and don't make shit. Just don't hide nothing either. Be honest. All right? But don't test. Testing is bad. But understand that if you can go down bad and you're still willing to make it up, honestly, then you have a good relationship, a really good and healthy and worthwhile relationship.
Then you can actually see from both sides that you want it.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I mean. It's like, can you work through it? If you can't, don't come tell me you are willing to.
Yeah.
Right? So, Carl, do you have any final words for us here?
Oh, just to sign us out. Well, about 3 hours ago, it was fucking hot here in Cape Town. And now it's Masapusa raining. So, all you people out there who have mood swings like Cape Town's weather, nah, man.
All right. There
Keep
we
it
go.
consistent.
Keep it consistent. I like the rain. I love it. It's smelling like petrogen.
Well, I love rain in summer and I
Yeah.
love heat in winter.
Go to Namibia, bro.
It's lovely.
Go to Namibia. It'll rain in summer like never before. It's amazing. And then the thunder and it's like real African shit. We didn't even get to my last topic when you need your own space. And that one I was really
No, but
like.
we need to
willing
get into this.
Nah, we don't have time, man.
Are you sure?
Ah,
I think it's a great topic.
but we're already at fucking what are we at? 49 minutes,
Do the viewers want more?
guys. It's for next week.
Yeah, guys, tune in for next week. Then.
Tune into next week. We're gonna talk about living on your own, living with people. What
Yeah.
the fuck to do about it? Go about it when shit is hitting the fan.
Yeah. And I think the best way to actually wrap up this episode for all the fans out there is I'm actually going to change it up a bit.
What? What do you want to do?
Usually I swear Louis at the end of each episode. But you know what? I'm gonna swear everybody listening out there today.
Away,
You know what?
away.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, if you're a bad person, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Go jump off a fucking building.
Okay, just
Okay, no, sorry,
no,
sorry.
No, sorry.
Sorry,
Backtrack.
sorry.
That was-
Rather just fuck you. I take
Yeah.
back the whole building thing.
Jump off a building into a pool. I've done that. It's fucking great. It's a lot of fun.
I
Just
wouldn't
be safe
recommend
about it.
that.
But yeah, you know what, guys? I think people are too soft in this generation. And yeah, so fuck all of you at
Yeah,
home.
a lot of people need to hear that. Like, go fuck yourself.
And I hope that you can go tell someone else to go fuck themselves today. Right? If you don't have someone that you can go tell fuck themselves and let them still stay in your life and be in your life, maybe you got to find some new people. Right?
Right.
Carl, fuck you.
Ah.
Sorry. I just had to just squeeze it in there.